All right, man, so back real quick with another video. Mr. Martin 405. My bad, man. My nose is kind of running. Tripping. I'll go on allergies. Ain't the wrong. But yeah, man, been working on the Durango. Now off in the vet. Time to jump back on this process, man. It's been a little bit too long. Besides taking care of family business, personal business, taking care of, my daily, which of course my Durango, taking care of my wife's car, all that good stuff. Got to get back on the vet, man. Because my goal is to try to have it done by summertime. And when I say done by summertime, I mean motor type, paint done, rims ordered. Not much I need to do to the interior outside of a few things that I plan on doing as far as updating the sound system. Carpet's still pretty decent. Seats are still in pretty decent shape, which I'll show you in a second. I had to get some stuff up out of here, man. The car's pretty much been sitting, and some of the other processes that I've been doing to it have kind of just been left in here, so I need to get back on this. But interior, for it to be an 88, seats are still pretty well intact. I don't know how well that's coming up. All the light coming in from outside, but like I said, seats are still pretty well intact. Don't mind the trash down there, just some of the booklets and stuff that I've been using to get a couple things fixed. A lot of my manuals and all of that good stuff, of course, with the bag of screws and all the other extra accessories that I have. Don't mind all that stuff. That'll be out of here real soon. Passenger door, like I said, door panel is pretty well still intact. Don't really have to mess with that one. This one here, though, completely pulled it because the little sweep area in here, all of that was brittle and kind of breaking. As you can see it over there in the corner. But yeah, got that pulled off. I need to do some things in here with the mounting of my windshield washer switch. Couldn't think of it for a minute. The module that locks and unlocks my doors. I got this back here because this thing rattles without the door panel in there. Excuse me. But yeah, so working on this. I need to order some more sweeps on this door, both on the outside and inside. I think I need to order the one on the outside on this side. Also, I think I'm gonna order another one of these. This one isn't too bad, but we got some cracks in here. Doesn't really look good as far as the aesthetics go on the eye. But again, what can you expect for, a car that's, an 88, especially with all these plastic pieces. I ordered this, so I'll be pulling this back out of here. The original one that was in here was actually pretty worn and cracked up, as you can see. This is new. This here is new. Ordered a new boat. This is new. I haven't got my knob yet, so this will be being replaced. Of course, stereo is new. Still trying to decide on how I feel about that. May pull that and go with a 7-inch fold out. Excuse me. To replace this. I mean, which is decent for what it is. Especially for the money. Has all my apps and all that good stuff on there, which I mainly got it because it's Android powered, so I can put all my apps on there, whether it's my live TV, my Netflix, all of my other streaming apps, my Bluetooth, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, all of that stuff. So you're getting all those features and a pretty inexpensive radio. So there's that side of it. Of course, everything in the dash works. The only other thing that I have to get replaced is my dash here, my instrument cluster, which I've kind of been messing with myself. I ordered one from a guy, got a nice little discount because his was the cheapest one that I'd seen on there. I think it was like a couple $100. Ordered it from the guy, but about time it got to me, you know, FedEx, UPS, can't remember who delivered it, but it was like they kicked it around the warehouse. So about time I got it, the back of it was cracked up and some more stuff. Let the guy know, like, hey, took pictures of it. He didn't want to deal with the hassle of getting it back and worrying about returns and all of that good stuff. So he ended up dropping like $100 off of it, which worked out for the both of us. Tried to salvage some parts from it, which the speedometer works a whole lot better than the one that I had in here. The center gauge that shows my fuel pressure with my coolant temp, volts, my range on how many miles I have until E, oil temp, oil pressure, all that stuff that shows in the center. That works, but my tachometer or my RPM gauge, that really doesn't work. I mean, it shows up, but it's kind of spotty. My speedometer, the digital part of it works, but where the bars build up with your speed, that's kind of spotty. So I'm going to just look at changing out those lenses, which all my research that I've checked out, changing those LCD screens and getting the little plastic boots that go back behind there that actually transmit what's being displayed on the screen. I may go that route if I can't just find one, because most cats that I've found that have them, they're not really selling the instrument cluster itself. They're basically selling the repair service. So basically I would send mine in. They have one that they're already working on rebuilding. They send me that one and I have to send them mine on top of paying a couple $100. So trying to figure out what routes to go. Outside of that, I was looking at another dash pad, which a new dash pad is like $175, $200 as far as I've seen on eBay, which I've also done my research, of course, throughout YouTube and all that good stuff, which I'm thinking about before I order one. These cracks, as far as I've seen, guys have gotten the little Dremel tools and kind of widen this out, get you some body filler, put that in there, smooth it out. Just like with this area and these cracks, get those smoothed out. And then we can either, I was looking at getting some vinyl to recover that, so then that way I wouldn't have to buy a new one. But I'm gonna try that first. Depending on how that comes out, then I'll make my determination on if I'm going to buy a new one or I'm going to go with that one. Also, I plan on doing, which again, body's pretty well in order. I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to get another one of these headlight lenses, because of course this was changed before my dad got the car, and of course before I got the car from him. But you see the gap in here, you know what I mean? This came off another car. I would like for that to be more symmetrical like this one, to where there's really no gap. I don't really like that. To some people that wouldn't really bug them, but to me that really irritates me. All of this here, of course I can get all this off. This is where I had the wrap on there, where I was actually wrapping the car before I decided to just go ahead and go with some paint. But like I said, body's pretty well put together. Only other thing I'm really looking at trying to figure out is, see how there's a third brake light right here? This normally only comes on the convertible ones, which of course you can see I have the hatchback. So the third brake light here, and I have one up there. So I think I'm going to get rid of that when I get this painted. But all right, yeah, so on the move, the ring go, make sure he's out the street. But yeah, that's my next to go to, is to make sure all of my stuff in the vet is pretty airtight. Haven't really changed much since I had it. There's a handful of things that I've changed. Like I said, I changed the lens that's over my shifter. I showed you a little plastic piece, showed you what gear you're in. Changed that. I changed the boot around the shifter, the shift knob. Tried to repair the instrument cluster where the speedometer and all that stuff is. So mess with all of that stuff. Of course, all of your necessities as far as your tune-up goes. Change spark plug wires, spark plugs, distributor cap, rotor, but I think I need to change that ECM, basically the little module that's inside of the distributor cap. I didn't get everything the time that I got that, with all the other stuff that I got, spark plug wires, spark plugs, all of that stuff. But I think I need to get that ECM, just mainly because in the mornings, start that joint up, I barely hit the key, fires right over. But I've been driving it for a little bit, or it's, you know what I mean, hot out or whatever. Doesn't have any problems staying running. I have to do my research and figure out why my idle is all over the place, because get on the turnpike. Directions always want to take me to the turnpike. It'll idle up, idle down, idle up, idle down. So I got to figure that out. I'm not throwing any codes, so I need to get that figured out. Like I said, my goal is to have the majority of the stuff done by summertime, before car show season comes around. Outside of the exterior, getting all my body work, paint, and all that other kind of stuff done. There's a couple sets of rims I was looking at, getting those put on there. Mainly, you want to get everything up under the hood taken care of first. Majority of people don't know, everybody that's watching this video, if you're car guys in general, you already know this. You take care of up under the hood, motor, transmission, all that stuff first. So that's going to be my first go-to. Outside of that, like I said, interior is not too bad. Couple of interior pieces that I want to change, so there's not much I need to mess with that way. As far as I see it, a couple people may differ, you know what I mean, in opinion, but how I've always seen it, you're restoring or working on a car, motor and transmissions first, making sure all of the stuff works in that arena. If you need any suspension work, which I also plan on changing out, you know, a lot of my suspension, it rides pretty rough. But again, none of that stuff has been changed. I want to say my dad has had the car maybe about 9-10 years. You know, he would occasionally drive it here and there, but, you know, he didn't really take it long distances. But none of that stuff was ever changed. Well, shocks, struts, whatever. I mean, shocks, and all that type of stuff. So I'm looking to change all of that stuff. So, motor, suspension, transmission. Then you would jump onto the interior and then go to the exterior. Some people do it a little bit backwards. Some people worry about the exterior, paint, body, rims, and then they come to the interior and then worry about motor and transmission, which again, you're going to worry about and have reliability problems when it comes to making sure your car doesn't break down, which I've seen it a time or two, which again, hey, by all means, it's your money, do what you're going to do with it. But I've seen cats driving cars to where paint looks amazing, interior is on point, sound system sounds amazing, but your car breaks down. You know, you sit on the side of the road. What are you gonna do? But excuse me. Outside of that, man, like I said, get my idle problem situated. A couple other things that I want to do, add me a little bit more horsepower up under there. I've been looking at doing an LS swap, but again, it's an 88. I'm just at 121, about to be 122,000 miles on the car. So it's not a dire emergency. Plus, I'm not about to be out just doing donuts and racing everybody, hopping on the track and all of that good stuff. My goodness, my shoulder is popping like a mug. So something I eventually look into doing, because I plan on keeping the car. You know, it's my pop's car, which again, we have the back and forth on YouTube and some of the forums. Well, man, if you were going to do that, you should have just got a C5, man. You should have just, there's sentimental value into it because it's my dad's car, plus that air. I like the body style. I don't really feel the C5 body style until you start getting a little bit further down the line into some of your C6, C7. Because if I decide to get another one, it'll probably be a C7. I like that body style a little bit more than the C5, C6. But yeah, man, that's going to be the next few chapters in the videos that I'm going to be placing on YouTube. There's not very much more I can do to the Durango right now. The other stuff is actually going to be put off a little bit, put a little bit more of my time and attention into the Vette, because outside of rims, tires, cold air intake, a couple other things I plan on doing to the Durango. Not gonna do those things just yet. Like I said, I want to get the Vette ready for car show season. So if not, at a minimum, I want to get the motor, transmission, all of that stuff situated, and at a minimum have, you know, my paint and all of that stuff ready to go, which is not too far off. I already have my color picked out. My accents, I'm still going back and forth. I don't know if I want to keep with all of the black accents as far as the belt molding that goes around the car. I'm supposed to go left. It goes around the car, how a lot of my badges are black. Thinking about going all different colors with those to kind of match my interior. So, we got an accident here. Oh, goodness. But yeah, man, outside of that, just some of the parts are a little on the pricey side, just because you have a Corvette nameplate on there. So there's that aspect. But looking to try to get my door panels reworked outside of buying new ones, because like I said in previous videos, door panels are damn near $700 for just a set of door panels, which I can probably get both door panels redone, if not do them myself, for a whole lot less. But yeah, man, just bringing a quick little video, man, update. It's been some interest. You have commented on a lot of the videos that I have going with the Corvette, so this will definitely be one of many videos coming up. So this will be the content that I'll be putting out for at least the next 3 or 4 videos, and trying to jump on getting parts in and getting that stuff put on. A lot of this work I plan on trying to do myself. Not all of it, but, you know, majority of it. A lot of the stuff I plan on trying to do myself, so we'll see how that goes. But again, man, y'all jump in the comments. Let me know some of the stuff that you guys have worked on. Some of the choices you have made on either throwing your car in the shop or doing the work yourself. A lot of the things that I have to get worked on, like I said, is the instrument cluster, which I can do that myself. The climate control module that's in there, I'm going to have to pull that out again, which some of the stuff that I've seen in some of the forums, guys have pulled those out, completely broken them down, you know, kind of taking a wire brush to all of the connections and got that to work a little bit better versus just going out and buying a new one, which I'm going to try that first before I buy a new one, because that little module, again, it's 190, almost 200 bucks. So if I can fix the one I got, cool. Because again, a lot of those services on eBay are just mainly for guys to receive the part that you have and for them to rebuild it. So before I do that, see if I can rebuild it myself. So climate control, get that fixed, because again, my pops had it. He said everything worked. Heat worked, AC worked, which again, I'm probably gonna have to have that charged, but being that all of that stuff worked, outside of that, it's not much that the car needs. So getting it all done before summertime, it is now, you know what I mean, January like 10th, 11th. Doesn't seem that far-fetched, doesn't seem that far off. So we'll see if we can make it, man. But I'll keep y'all abreast of each step of the process. Having something out there to kind of work on, having a project car. May look at getting another one before long. Exactly is this place, because that's not it. I think it's further up. But yeah, man, got a couple of stops I got to make before heading to the other side of town. So go ahead and cut this video short, man. Just wanted to give y'all an update on what I had going on and what I have planned for the next few videos and the process of the Vette. So once we get it in the stereo shop, start getting the box and stuff worked on, picking speakers, amps, and all of that good stuff. Keep y'all updated, man. Appreciate everybody that has liked, comment, shared, subscribed, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. If you haven't subscribed yet, man, appreciate it if you did. It would help the channel out. On top of that, man, just your good old-fashioned car videos, hitting up car shows, working on cars, all of that good stuff. Car audio. But yeah, man, y'all hit me up. Till the next video, man. Peace.